Hi! Since the last devlog, the project has made significant progress, with many new systems implemented. So in the second devlog, I want to show you all the cool stuff I've been working on. I'll start with the core system that drives the entire flow of the new scenario creator, the timeline node graph. This new main panel represents your entire scenario and gives you full control over how it is built. Steps are now handled as nodes, but there are more than just step nodes. All nodes can be duplicated, deleted, customized, and connected to other nodes to create your own logic, variables, flow, transition, and a lot more. Everything starts from the start node, then follows the connections you create. This makes it possible to build anything from a simple sequence to a fully interactive scenario. Right now, there are 6 step node types and 8 flow node types. Each one has a very different role, so let's go through them one by one. The view step is the most basic step node. It already existed in the first version of Scenario Creator, a simple step to show the scene with the option to let the player look around. But now, you can also decide how and when the flow continues with 4 different triggering methods, including a custom duration. The dialogue step lets you display text, play voice lines, or both at the same time. Audio can come from the built-in text-to-speech system, so characters can speak any line you write instantly.
I'm almost done with the sandcastle.
But you can also import your own audio files if you prefer using custom voices, external tools, or real recordings.
I'm almost done with the sandcastle.
Even when you plan to use custom voice lines later, built-in text-to-speech is a great and fast way to test dialogue and get their feeling during creation. When text-to-speech is used on a character, it automatically uses that character's own voice settings, as well as animates their lips. You can also select a narrator as your speaker. This will let you select a custom voice to read your dialogue.
Lucy was almost done with her sandcastle, but she wasn't prepared for what was about to happen next.
Dialogue can appear as subtitles, inside a dialogue box, or even as audio only. More text and dialogue UI customization will come later. The plan is to make every aspect of your scenario truly yours. Lastly, for the dialogue step, there is an overflow option to let dialogue, audio, and lip sync continue across multiple steps, which makes it possible to combine dialogue with other step types, or even make multiple people talk at the same time. The choice step displays a list of options for the player. You can set from 2 to 6 options for the player to choose from, with each selected choice sending the flow to a different output. You can then link those outputs to any other node, meaning that you can create fake choices by linking multiple outputs to the same destination.
What is your favorite color?
You can also add a time limit. This shows a timer to the player, and if no choice is made before it runs out, a dedicated output will be triggered, perfect for a quick time event sequence. You can even use the choice step to display in-scenario settings. For example, you could censor parts of the scenario depending on your player's sensitivity, or even offer language and localization options directly in the flow.
Oh super, tu parles français toi aussi.
Hey, I grabbed us some donuts. You want the strawberry one or the white chocolate one? The chocolate one? Okay. Phew, that was huge. I need a nap now.
The focus step is an interaction/minigame step based on where the player is looking. You can place up to 3 invisible focus zones in the scene: red, green, and blue. While the step runs, the system checks what the player is looking at, either at the end of the step or from the average gaze direction during the step, and triggers the matching output. For example, here I place one focus zone on the character's body and another one on her head. First, she starts speaking using a dialogue step. The voice then continues into the next step using overflow, while the focus step becomes active. If at the end of the focus step, the player is looking away, it triggers this step.
Are you even listening to me?
If the player is looking at her body, it triggers this step.
Hey, what are you staring at?
And if the player is looking at her face, it triggers this step.
You are a great listener. Feels great talking to you.
The gesture step is another minigame step that adds direct player interaction inside the scene. It uses an invisible gesture cube and a target cube that the player moves through mouse movements. Objects or IK targets can be attached to the gesture cube. Just like with any other object in the scene, you can customize the mouse movements the player needs to make to move the gesture cube along its path. Linear horizontal requires moving left and right. Linear vertical uses up and down movement, and free mode allows movement in any direction, perfect for shaking things. You can also define how many full movements, aka trips, are needed to complete the step, as well as how fast the gesture cube moves. But you can also set a timer as well as a progress bar, which, like other nodes, will let you have a dedicated output. This is a perfect step type for minigame creation and all kinds of body interactivity. Ugh, it's way too hot. I'm literally melting here.
Good afternoon, milady. Need a hand?
Yes, take this fan and fan me, peasant.
Right away, milady.
You're not helping. What are those noodle arms?
I'm sorry, milady.
Fan me, peasant.
Right away, milady.
Good, you're not completely useless after all.
Anything for you, milady.
The input step shows a text field where the player can enter a value for a scenario variable. This value can be text or a number, and you can also add a prompt to guide the player and pre-fill the input box with the current variable value. Once stored, these variables can be used anywhere in the scenario, including directly inside dialogue and text-to-speech lines, but also for flow logic and more. This can be used for simple immersion, like the player's name or age, but also for more advanced inputs, such as puzzle answers or anything you can think of, really.
Oh, hello. You're new here? What's your name? Nice to meet you, Hallfire. I'm Amanda. Oh, and I'm 26. How old are you? What? You're not 18 years old?
Now let's talk about flow nodes. Flow nodes control everything that happens between steps. Like step nodes, they can take an infinite amount of flow inputs and will let you push your scenario much further. Let's go through them too. Starting with the simplest ones, the music node and the ambience node. They both respectively controls the current music and the current background sounds. You can start, restart, pause, stop, or play a music or ambience. But you can also make the track fade and select the fading duration. The blend node creates smooth transitions between steps inside the same environment. This is one of the most powerful tools for visual storytelling. You can blend positions, rotations, animations, camera effects. Well, pretty much everything between two steps will be blended, and you can set the desired blending duration. The transition node lets you add and customize a transition between two steps. You can choose a custom color for a 3-phase transition, or enable freeze frame mode to switch directly from one view to the next. The environment node is used to switch from one environment to another. That's right. You will be able to have multiple environments within a single scenario, each capable of hosting completely different entities, characters, and steps. The branch node sends the flow in different directions depending on conditions. It can use any scenario variable, numbers, text, or flags, with different operations to decide where the flow goes next.
Nice. Glad we're all adults here.
The variable node lets you store and modify values during the scenario. You can apply a multitude of operations to all 3 variable types. Here, by ignoring her, you're enabling the rude human flag, and she'll remember that.
Hey, I'll remember that.
Finally, the random node picks one output automatically based on a customizable probability, perfect to create some variation in your scenario. Here we go. That wraps up the second devlog, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Everything you saw was built entirely in-game using the upcoming 0.6 version. Nothing was staged. Soon you'll be able to create anything you want, from sequences like the ones you just saw to conversations like the one I'm having with you right now. See you in May. And cut. I'm exhausted.